All right, just adjusting it. Whoop! Oh!
So, hi everyone, this is Chris Negline again with the Nerdstravaganza Podcast. You know, we had so much fun doing our first RPG play series that we went right back into the deep waters and we're doing it again. But this time, it's going to be a little different. We're using a system called End of the World, or I think it's Edge, and that's what it is. We're going to basically be playing ourselves at the end of the world, as if it happened as we sat down to play a role-playing game. Yes, we're doomed. So how this game goes, and we'll get into it a little bit later, is everyone has kind of assigned some points to their stats, and we're going to have a little voting session on what we think, whether, basically we're going to call them on bullshit, and see what goes from there. So, and a little later, as the game goes on, we'll probably refer to like what happened with this voting and how that went. So, in the meantime though, we're going to skip ahead to the actual game and go from there. Alright, see you guys soon.
So basically the system is a dice pool mechanic that uses both positive dice and negative dice, depending on what's working for you, what's not working for you, what your skills are. And then what matches cancels each other out, what's left. It can be a mix of things. It can either be fully positive, or it could be fully negative, or it could be a little of both. The negative stuff becomes detriments to you, called stress. A little bit of stress actually is okay because it means you're toughening up and you're taking on the damage. But after a while, you need to find a way to convert that into an aspect called trauma that will still haunt you, but at least you're not getting to the point where you might overload on your stress and you'll get a bigger trauma than you want to deal with. That's pretty much it in a nutshell.
Basically, this is how the game starts. We're going to sit down and we're going to play a game. We're role-playing today. I guess I talked all of you into doing something like Dungeons and Dragons, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Fifth edition.
Fifth edition? Fifth edition. All right, so you guys all come in to sit down to play the game. And everything you have in your pockets is what you have on you.
What about in a purse?
Hmm?
What about in a purse?
Yeah.
And a purse.
Yeah, my purse.
Where is your purse? Back there? Okay.
Mine too.
In a chair.
Behind your chair. Okay. All right, so you guys sit down to play, and what character were you thinking of doing
Oh, in the role-playing game?
in the role-playing game?
I think I'll be an elvish magic user.
Okay.
Oh, I thought we were still.
Wait, what? Yeah, I thought we were up.
Yeah.
You are you.
Yeah, we're playing a game. If we're playing
Playing a
game,
role-playing
what would
game.
you want to play?
Oh. Well, I would probably...
This is so meta right now.
I would probably be an Elvish Magic user too. But for the sake of keeping things different, I'll go... I like the Dragonborn
Why not?
characters in Dungeons and Dragons. Maybe like a hunter.
Why don't you be an elvish magic user? Like
No.
me? Then we can both be elvish magic users.
No, it'd be different.
Fine, so she's one of those
Dragonborn
dragon
hunter.
things, whatever they are. What are they called?
No idea.
I don't know. D&D doesn't really exist in this world.
What? Alternate reality already.
I'm the queen of the Amazon.
Okay. And thus the GM has to figure a way to get that concept into a class in Dungeons and Dragons.
Gnomish Tinker.
Gnomish Tinker, okay, a classic.
I'm a drow wizard.
A Drow Wizard.
Yes.
A
Oh.
dry wizard?
Drow.
He's that character. I want to be a Drow Wizard.
Dark elf.
Cam
Dark elf.
and I have forged an uneasy alliance
Yes.
in the furtherance of the magical arts.
Yes. The yin and the yang.
What languages do you speak?
Many, mortal.
Because I've lived forever. Okay. And, we're getting our characters together, and I'm explaining how to make a character, kind of like a usual Saturday for us, right? And as we're going, we notice that the other crew of role players in the other spot, they're talking, they're laughing, and then suddenly they're kind of all on their phones and like texting, and then we're getting texts, from different people in our family. And who wants to check their text first?
I'll check mine first.
Woo! All right. And it says that it's basically a notice from your provider saying that texting services will be suspended temporarily.
Got Verizon.
I might not be
That's
getting
right.
a good reception.
No signal.
Yeah, okay.
Which is
Wow.
kind of weird. Why would they tell you that? Yeah.
Yeah, that's odd. I got the weirdest text saying that my texting services would be suspended. They texted me to tell me I can't text.
Shit providers.
Yeah, I did the switch, yeah. This stinks.
That's weird. I get the same thing.
Who are you with?
I'm with Metro PCS.
Oh, weird.
Actually, do you have any bars?
Yeah.
I have no bars.
You've got no bars?
And mine are gone.
Do you have a negative feature, social media withdrawal?
Yes.
You should put that down.
So all our bars are on too?
Yeah. So I guess we start talking to those guys. We're like, hey, dude, do you guys have any bars?
How am I going to know what my friends ate today?
And they're all like, no bars!
No bars? No.
We don't have any bars! Because the other group speaks, they're funny. They're weird. We're normal, but
Yeah, we're
talk
normal.
about
They're like, how are we gonna play Heroes of the Storm?
I've got to update my Hearthstone stats.
Need to check the rules on something.
We're not a fan of having, as you can see, we're not a fan of having laptops and cell phones when we're like actually gaming.
Yeah.
We like to actually be in the mood. I put this over here anyway.
Right.
It was a prop, just a prop. Yeah, that's weird. Holy crap. It's hard for me to focus because I don't. My cell phone's down.
Well, we're playing a game. We need a cell phone for anyway.
Yeah, I guess. You know what? I still feel a little weird. I'm just gonna put a timer on it or something. And after a couple hours, then we'll go check, see what's going on.
All right, yeah, whatever. Who knows?
Yeah. At least we have lights, right?
Yeah, lights are still on.
That's right.
So far, so good.
And then the lights go on.
Oh,
What?
this sucks.
Yeah. And for those who don't know, we're in South Florida. So if there's no electricity, that means we're on a limited life support because the AC is going to go down.
Yeah.
Hey, anybody get a text telling them why the power's out?
Maybe I did. No. All right, I'll check. I'll be fine.
I'm used to this tropical weather.
Okay, guys. Well, this kind of sucks. What do you want to do? We'll open some doors. We'll get a breeze. I'm hoping. You guys want to still play?
Yeah, sure.
Sure, yeah,
Yeah.
let's just keep playing. Fine.
Okay. Cool.
I'm going to say maybe we check, see if here at the Adventure Game Store there's a hand crank radio or something where we can try to maybe see what's going on outside.
Do they have a hand crank radio here? I don't know.
I'm going to bring my pet snake with me.
Bring your pet
snake.
In case anything
Or
happens.
maybe a boom box or something that can catch some, even maybe not just a hand crank radio, but like a.
And you know what? I always forget. This happens every time we get to hurricane season. I'm always forgetting that to get the extra water and to get the hand crank.
Yeah.
But I mean, the sky looks fine. Not that I thought,
Why don't we go turn off? Somebody should go turn the radio on in their car.
In their car, yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So we go outside, and who wants to be the guinea pig for turning on?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Go
So
to
go in there.
my rental car because I have gotten rear-ended.
Really?
Yeah. But the rental car has a good radio,
Is this for real or
satellite
is it
radio
story?
and regular radio. So
There you go. There
Yeah.
you go. Do you have a rental right now?
I do.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Change it. I hate commercials.
So you go in there, you turn it on. We're all kind of hanging out. The sun's getting kind of hot, and it's getting more and more humid.
Okay.
And it's probably Florida weather. You turn on the radio, and it's the emergency broadcast system. The beep 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 beep. If you're getting this signal, please be advised to stay indoors and stay out of open areas until further notice.
Oh.
This is the emergency broadcast system. Be advised, please stay indoors and avoid any open areas until further notice.
Very vague.
That's it. No other information.
No other information.
And actually, it starts kind of
That's not
crackling
going to
at
cause
that point.
any kind of panic at all.
No, none.
The radio starts crackling at that point?
Yeah,
I wouldn't
it
know
does.
because
Yeah.
the first time he said that, I'm already back in the store.
Okay.
Yeah.
funny that Abby turns around. Where's Tom?
Not having my back as usual.
I think that empathy check was right on.
Yes.
Okay. So,
I'm just training my snake.
training your snake.
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't bring a snake.
I did bring my snake.
You
I call her Iguanador.
We're going to slightly bend the rules and allow her to bring her pet snake.
I'm the queen
Wait,
of the
didn't somebody have
Amazon.
a phobia of amphibians?
I don't care for
Okay.
amphibian. Snakes I'm okay with.
See?
Okay.
He's like frogs and lizards.
Frogs and
Yeah.
lizards.
Frogs and lizards. But a snake's also a reptile. That's a really a
Snakes-
reptile amphibian. thing.
Snakes are less creepy sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's a big one. It's friendly.
Okay.
Unless I tell him not to be.
Can you train a snake?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's trained.
They're domesticated.
Okay. Well, domesticated doesn't mean trained. You can domesticate a cow.
It knows lay. Lay there.
They just sit there.
Stay.
Yeah.
Do
It knows the
Alright.
curl around my arm?
And-
Yes, that's right.
and squeeze the big pencil.
Okay. So you're indoors. Everybody's kind of, I think everyone else would do kind of the same thing.
Of course.
Mhm.
All right. And, we're kind of looking out what's going on. And suddenly there's just stuff like this by the window.
The dragonfly?
Yeah. But
Bigger.
another one goes by, and yeah, it's like this. Not really a dragonfly per se. There's a couple more come by the window. It looks kind of like a long stick or rod with like butterfly wings on each side. Have you guys ever heard of flying rods?
Nobody got the flying rods, but that's all right. The book has several scenarios to increase the replayability of the game, and they're cool, but the visual aesthetic is very 1950s. And I think what's missing in post-apocalyptic culture, pop culture, is the unexpected. I mean, zombies have pretty much become comfort food for a lot of people. And I didn't want that for this particular scenario. So I did pick Atlantean Invasion, but I really reskinned things and tweaked them quite a bit. The stats were the same, but how they got there and how they operated in the real world was something completely different. And I also figured for my first taste of what the hell's going on, I wanted something with kind of a conspiratorial bent. So if my players really kind of dug into it, they were like, oh, there's been hints that something has been going on for years. Oh, which I guess was me as a game master sliding into campaign mode there, which was still cool, and it accomplished its mission. I was just hoping more people would have actually kind of snagged that. If you don't know what flying rods are, I'll put them in the links down at the bottom of the comments
You
for
might wanna
YouTube.
Google that.
Can't. Phones are out.
Can't.
That's
Yeah.
right. Well, no. Okay. So you're right. But yeah.
Nice try.
That's right.
Damn it.
I think that was a
What?
one of the video
Flying rods, yeah, that could be risky.
Flying rod.
So flying rods with wings are going by.
Yeah, with like or some of them have like little fins.
A lot of them?
There's 2 or 3,
Okay.
and
Are they just flying by, or are they like investigating? What are they doing?
it's kind of like 1 or 2 that kind of go around. They don't seem like anything stopping and looking at anything.
Okay.
All right.
And then some guy in the back is like, "Hey guys, look at this!" Remember, it was hot,
We opened the doors.
and we opened the doors.
Oh no. One came in.
Yeah, he's staying right there where that door is to our private gaming area, and looking at like 2 or 3 that are coming in, and now actually they are stopping and like looking around,
Oh,
like stopping and then like do this sort of thing.
let's tell that guy to grab one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you influencing him with your charisma?
Yeah. Hey, that's pretty cool. I bet you could snag one. They're pretty quick.
Yeah.
So this door's open, right?
Yeah.
Well, this door is open because he's in the doorway. That door is open
Okay.
to the back area,
Okay.
which is,
So-
I think on the other side of that is a canal.
So we're sacrificing this guy from my empathy ends at our gaming group. So
Right.
this guy.
Yeah.
I think you should influence him to try
Grab
to
one.
grab it, and
Yeah.
then I'll push him out and close the door.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say, I have charisma too, so be like, go get it.
Yeah, come on, you can do it.
I think on the way in we need to close the front door.
Yes.
And then also
Oh,
close
the
this
front
door.
door's closed.
Yeah.
Front door is already closed.
Okay,
That's
so we're
right.
gonna
Okay.
close this door.
Let's lock him out.
And so do we have to like influence this chump to, this break?
Do you? You don't have to.
I'd like to influence him
Yeah,
to grab
tell
one
him.
of those things and maybe make his way toward the back door with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so what we're going to do is the green dice are going to be positive and the white dice are going to be negative dice in this situation. You always start off with one positive die, so let's scoot the dice over to him.
Right. All the greens, please.
All the greens. Now, using your charisma, what's your score for your charisma?
My charisma score is a 4.
A 4, okay. All right, so you start off with one positive. All right, what are your features for your categories there?
On
Especially
social one?
positive, yes.
Okay, I am a good communicator.
Mm-hmm.
And you want the negative one?
Sure, yes.
I am easily outraged by dumb behavior. Like when people do stupid stuff, I'm like, oh, why is he doing that? Kind of thing.
Exactly.
Like this guy.
Like grab a rod. Like grab a rod and try to throw him out.
Yeah.
Well, I like the stupid behavior I want.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, well, what we're going to say is this guy is slightly contrarian, so we're going to give a negative dice.
Okay.
But the flying rod thing looks kind of cool,
Yeah.
so we're going to give you another positive die because he kind of like, that looks kind of cool. I want to give it a, So what he does is we're going to roll that and see whether or not he decides, despite his slightly contrarian nature, that he decides to grab it and see what happens.
Someone's bragging about their stat. Let's see how that vote went down earlier in the session.
So that brings it around to my social,
Yes.
which is divided into charisma and empathy. And I'll start with empathy. I think being able to put yourself in somebody else's shoes is a trait I have to an average extent. So I would say a 2 is a reasonable thing there, a reasonable score there for me. I'm not going to say I'm a bleeding heart for everybody, but 2. And I happen to be a host of an award-winning, world-beating podcast.
World famous.
The Nerdstravaganza Podcast, and I think that involves a certain amount of charisma. What else keeps the listeners coming back week after week for entertainment to be found nowhere else? So those are my justifications for my 4 charisma and my 2 empathy.
Okay.
I think being a BS artist also falls under charisma.
Oop. Alrighty. What is it? We have heck yeah. Oh, we have a dissent.
What? Who doesn't find me
Dissent or
charismatic?
dissent, I'm sorry. We have, I don't think so, but we also have, I think you're underestimating yourself, which basically evens out to still 0.
Somebody better fess up who doesn't think I'm charismatic. That really hurts me.
I have my black card on.
Man, that really gets on my nerves.
I still have my black card, so it wasn't me, my friend.
I feel sorry for everybody else coming up next. That's all I got to say. You're getting
Well.
dragged to death.
It should be interesting when everybody's locked inside the fallout shelter.
Yeah.
And there's only one can of beans left.
I'm John Goodman all of a sudden.
Oh, God.
I have yet to see that movie yet. It's on my list.
Somebody doesn't think I'm charismatic. Somebody in this room doesn't think I'm as charismatic
As a
they say.
4.
Or maybe
Or empathetic.
empathy. Maybe
Or
maybe
not
empathy.
empathetic.
Maybe
Or
maybe
you're not
empathy.
empathetic.
I don't think I lack empathy.
Well,
So,
you can't empathize with them thinking you're not.
Yeah.
Sure, I don't see
You're
things
proving your
from-
point.
I don't see things from their point of view. Right?
all right. So, does anything cancel anything from the 2 different sets?
The positive, negative 5s cancel.
Okay, and what's left?
4.
4.
So
That is
that's
complete positive success.
Yeah.
Great.
No negatives whatsoever.
And we locked him out.
That's right. And, you're pushing him, right?
Yes.
That's kind of a separate thing. But he grabs it, and you want to push him, so what is your, you have dexterity as your positive, as your attack, so to speak. And what is it? 3. All right. You have at least 1 positive dice. Yeah, we might just want to do that. That works.
One positive.
Yes. And anything in that dexterity or physical thing that you could take advantage of?
My positive features are that I'm stealthy.
Okay, and, there's another one. All right, stealthy, I think that will apply because you're trying to be sneaky.
Right.
You little sneaky shit.
Climbing up behind him while he's, you know.
So he doesn't
yeah.
know that he's actually
Yeah.
being pushed.
That's
Is it
right.
like that.
But, he's not exactly the smallest guy in the room.
There's a shocker.
So, 1 negative dice.
One negative die.
And roll.
Now you know why this game has me hiding under the bed. Within less than 10 minutes of actually playing the game, my players are already sacrificing people, and their survival hasn't even been threatened yet. That's just cold, man. Cold. Well, is our Nerdstravaganza co-host Kam going to be able to push this guy? I mean, as a literal thing as compared to actually morally ethical sort of thing. Yeah, he's going to be able to do the action. Whether he pulls it off or not is another matter, and for next episode. Take care, and good gaming.